Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 95 of Sold with Updike Pugh.
I'm Jeff Updike.
I'm Weston Pugh, and we've got a great show today. Some really cool condos, both in sport, arena, outdoor entertainment areas. And in the second segment, we're going to talk about why it's so important to be a homeowner in today's market.
That's correct.
So, been busy.
It has been. What you been doing for the last week?
I haven't been showing as much as you have, but I have been getting things under contract.
That's true. That is true. I've been showing a lot.
You have been. It has been it's kind of interesting how the whole real estate thing can cycle up and cycle down. But it has caught back on. After last week, we got really busy with some appointments, and it's not stopped. It looks like we might get some things worked out, though, without even going into live to MLS, so it's really interesting times. Side note on that, it was very interesting. The other day, there was a discussion being had and talking about masks and how everyone agreed that they were unaware of how bad their breath smelled when they were wearing the mask. And so today, before we came over here, I decided to put peppermint oil on the outside of mine to see if that would work. And I have to report that it made a great add to it. I will say that my nose was very clean, but I put too much on, and I think my eyes got burned. And for a split second, I was afraid we were going to walk in here and I was going to be teary, but I'm okay. Still a little scared to touch my face and my hands because I don't know what I've done. So
it's like cutting a jalapeno pepper.
Exactly. So if at any minute my eyes start watering, you will understand that it's not because I'm sad. It's just that I have peppermint oil in my eyes. So
right.
Let's bear with that. How's you been doing?
Good. I've been showing a lot. I've been kind of not paying attention to my friends. I've had to cancel a couple of things that I was going to go do this weekend, and that was kind of interesting. But other than that, it's been a busy week, which is great. I mean,
can't complain right now.
Not at all. Listings are coming in, and buyers are going under contract, and we even have some stuff that is not even going into MLS, and we've had such interest on it that we've had showings, off-market showings. So the real estate market's still doing very, very well.
Yep, and rates are really great. One of the things also that Ebby Halliday, Berkshire Hathaway, Dale Primerlo have participated in, and Williams True is a drive to actually help the food drive right now.
Yep, so many people have been impacted by COVID that. There has always been a tremendous need for people need help regardless of what's going on, and COVID coming in has really made that need so much greater, and it's really put a lot of strain on the food banks. And so our company is starting a kind of a company-wide promotion to encourage our agents, encourage our consumers, our clients, our customers to make donations to the North Texas Food Bank. And in the comments below, you will see that there is a link that we would like for you to go to make your contributions. And any contributions that are made to that link today by way of our webpage, Weston and I are going to match up to $1,000.
Yep. So we hope it's a good time for everybody to go out there and help those that are truly in need.
That's right. So let's jump into our property.
Yep. The first one we're going to do, we're going to head over to Arlington. So this is actually as close to, I believe, to Jerry World as you can get. I don't know that there's any other facility that's closer to it. It's actually right by parking lot F.
Yeah.
So we know this.
That's a great description.
We actually sold these back in the day.
We did.
Sold the majority of them, and they were really great property. This portion of Arlington has really come up with a large growth I guess since Jerry has really buckled down and made that his little home right now down there.
Yeah, these were really part of that Tom Hicks. I can't remember the term that he coined to use with the project out there, but it's right by where the old Rangers ballpark is. It is right next door to Six Flags Over Texas. It is right walking distance around to the AT&T Cowboy Stadium, and it kind of, this complex survived the Great Recession and came out the other side doing really, really well. There was 44 units in the main part of the complex, which was the one that we were working on. And then the seller that we were working with sold the other portion of the land off because they didn't want to continue the project. But there's another developer that came in and is building a very similar product to it, a little different style type stuff, but
Overall, it's the same.
yeah, overall it's very, very much the same floor plans, but our units are much less expensive than what they're asking for on the brand new ones over there. So they're a really, really great deal.
And there's so much that's come in over there. They've really kind of coined it as Texas Live. And so there's so many new venues that are out there. There's different ways to actually enjoy what's happening at Jerry World, even if you don't have a ticket. And I really think that's a great way for more people to enjoy. Once all this is a wrap, we'll be able to be out there. And then there's also different venues that have come out there. One of them is called Arlington Backyard. One of them is called Live Arena. So there's some, again, ways for people to participate, whether it's just at a concert or it's a sporting event. The other thing, too, is that they've set it up so it's really easy to actually reserve seating, which I think is still great. Even though you're not in the facility, you can actually have a dedicated area for yourself.
Absolutely, and that's what really makes this community so popular is that walkability that you get, because it's a probably a 5-minute walk down to the end of the community, and that is the point where a lot of the pedicabs come out to pick people up that are parking in parking lot F. Yeah. And they so you can really get a pedicab ride over, to any of these venues, to Globe Life Park, to see a ball game. The Rangers ballpark has been re-engineered where they are now able to have all of these other types of events out there. And so as I know Globe Life Park didn't get to experience their real grand opening.
Big potential.
Man, when that happens, this neighborhood is going to go nuts and go off the charts.
It's got to, again, when you look at how much there is to do and the way that they filled in the infrastructure, what I think is very interesting also, too, is in this street Beaconsfield, when this is a game day, they actually reverse flow and allow 4 streets or 4 lanes to all go one way. So it's an exit or an entrance, and it's a really good urban design that helps the flow of this area so it doesn't get congested and turn into maybe like, I guess, Wrigley Field or something where it's like very difficult.
Even the people that we sold these to that have talked about their experiences on game day on Road to Six Flags there in the front, there, it is about an hour where it's a pain in the butt, and then it's about an hour at the end, and that's really it. But the convenience factor is just off the charts with this community.
Yep. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at this. This is a gated community, which is really great. It makes it where it's a situation where you're not going to have people during these games and events coming into the actual area and parking. So it's a row, and the great thing is you've got a lot of good brick, and this is the one right there, the front door on the right-hand side.
And these are a community that were patterned much after the ballpark at Arlington, so they really fit style-wise into the neighborhood really well. This floor plan is a little over 1,700 square feet. The first floor bedroom is really well laid out. All of the rooms have these big double door closets in them. And this one has a half bath on this level. So if you're someone that works from home or, even works as a guest room really well.
So the way that it's situated is that on the second floor, this is where the majority of the living space is. And between those doors, you walk out to your first patio that's available. And you can see here that it's a very large and it's a very open floor plan. What we see that a lot of buyers want these days. And additional lighting was above the cabinets right behind here. And the rest of the windows actually have plantation shutters that have set throughout.
Yes, and this has the granite countertops with the tumbled stone backsplash. All of that goes upstairs into the third floor of the home, and this is the second bedroom. It does have its own ensuite bath with a stand-up shower in it, granite countertops, birch cabinetry, polished nickel pulls, and low-flow commodes.
And this is the master, and what we like about this master is how long and how wide this was. And you can kind of get a perspective of that by looking at how many windows are on that one side. Again, everything has puntation shutters, and we like that it has symmetry, so you can either put it on either of these walls, the bed, and everything makes sense. And behind those two doors is where you have a really good-sized closet that goes pretty far down that wall.
And then you walk into the master bath. It is a vanity with double sinks. Again, the granite countertops, undermount white oval sinks, the polished nickel fixtures, and it has a separate tub and shower. And the shower is a really great size shower. As you can see, it's bigger than what many of them are going to be normally.
Yep, and then between these two bedrooms on the third floor, you have a spiral staircase, and the spiral staircase is going to take you up to this rooftop pergola. And it's a private pergola, but you can see just from this one image that you have a clear view, unobstructed, of AT&T Stadium.
Yeah, it's really an amazing place to be. It's a 360-degree view from up there. If you look back toward Dallas, you can see downtown Dallas, toward Fort Worth. It's really nice. So 1201 Beaconsfield Lane, number 103, is a 3-bedroom, 2 full bath, 2 half bath, built in 2008, a little over 1,800 square feet, and it's priced at $299.
Yep. If this is something that you're interested in, please look into the comments below. There'll be a link to it. You can get a little more information of it. Take a look at it on the map at your own pace. And if you'd like more information about going out and taking a look at this, please let us know. We'd be happy to make that happen.
Absolutely. I'll even cancel another friend appointment to do it.
All right.
Hey, whatever it takes.
All right, so we're going to move on now. So we're going to come back to Dallas, and we are going to head into Victory Park.
And this is really, I think this unit is probably one of the more exciting units that we've had listed in a long time.
Yep. So Victory Park is a great area of Dallas. It did have its challenges when it first came out of the market in about 2008, and kind of turned into a ghost town. There's no bones about that. But in the recent, I guess, 3 years, 4 years, it has changed. I was just there the other night at Medina's Oven Outdoor Grill, and it's a great Mediterranean place. There's a really nice ramen restaurant that has opened. You'd be surprised at the level and the diversity of the entertainment that there is. Sinopolis is one of my favorite movie theaters that's there. I took my niece and nephew there last summer, and it was the most amazing experience with that laid back recliner. I was like, this had better be a good movie because I might actually be asleep if it's not.
Right.
So
And
good times.
The community, if you haven't been to Victory Park lately, it's worth driving through. You drive down there, you get out, you'll want to walk around because it is such a mixture of restaurants and shopping and cool parks. And you have the Perot Museum right there. You've got Clyde Warren Park that is only a few blocks away. The Katy Trail connects into the northern end of Victory Park. So it is a go-to place.
Most people don't realize it, but if you'll actually get on the Katy Trail right there, you can take, I don't know if it's 2.5 miles, I don't know what it is, but you can get all the way up to Knox Henderson. So you could come out at Knox Henderson, go to Toulouse, have lunch, turn around, and walk back down on a Saturday or a Sunday, and it would be a perfect outing for the afternoon, morning.
Absolutely would. So the unit itself is at the Terraces, which is one of the mid-rise buildings down there, and it's a 6-story building. This unit's on the 3rd floor, overlooks the pool. Really a great location. You've got really great street parking down there for visitors and guests. This unit does have its own two parking assigned in the garage, but very, very accessible.
So this is as close to living in a high-rise apartment or a hotel that there is. You have this is the lobby, and one of the things that we kind of wanted to point out with this is that so many times we need additional spaces to come down to work from, and you've got that here. That whether you want to watch the TV or just relax, this is just a great home.
Yeah, and all of the finishes in this is one of the corridors that leads over to the elevator bank, and as you can tell, the building is just finished out so thoughtfully and with such great detail. And then this is the foyer to the unit as you come in, and it's a really nice floor plan that. Actually, this is standing outside the front door. And
Yeah, just reverse
the
this.
other one. Yeah, and then here is the view as you walk into the home. You have the kitchen on your your left-hand side, stainless steel appliances, really, really well done. Solid surface countertops, tile backsplash. It's a great size.
Yep. So again, one of the things that we've seen time and time again is that people, when they're looking at condos, if they love a condo, that there's so much, but it's the light. And this is one of those homes that just has a really abundant amount of natural light that doesn't feel cave-ish. Because it is a corner unit, you get additional light as well. And then this one also has its own balcony off of the living room. Great space.
It really is, and those are all blackout shades that can be drawn down. If you do need to have that kind of quietness, it's available there. This is the master bedroom, and this is on the corner, and as you can see, you have such phenomenal views from this bedroom.
Yep. And one of the things that he said the blackout windows already, but I did verify and pull those down. And if you are one of the ones that works at UT Southwestern or Southwest Parkland, you actually would be able to sleep through because of how blackout they go.
Really nice master bathroom. Again, a big vanity, lots of countertop space, double sinks that are undermount. It does have a corner tub with a separate shower. And then this is the really great little piece to it.
Yep. So a lot of times people need to work from home, but they don't want to take away one of their bedrooms. And this is that perfect space for that. Not too much,
Yep.
Not too little.
And here's the guest room. And again, you've got these really fantastic views into downtown. And they are, I'm going to call them unobstructed because you don't really have any trash between you and the view that you really want.
I give you that. That's a good one. And then the other thing we're going to take a look at is going to be that patio. And whether it's wine or whether it's coffee, this is a great view. And what's interesting is that you have Bank of America right there that'll light up green. You'll also be able to see, and I believe it's called the National, which will now be lit up this week in black and white.
And the amenities in this building are just amazing. You've got this really cool lap pool, lots of outdoor seating there, lots of social spacing area to have. And then you've also got the kitchen, which is the community kitchen down below to kind of step right down to, cook dinner, and come back up.
Yep, and on the same floor, we've got the gym. The gym has a wonderful view as well, so it's, again, not like a cave. Additional gym and equipment was over there, but we didn't really want to sneak into that.
So 2323 North Houston, number 310. This is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage built in 2005, a little under 1,400 square feet, and it's offered at $364,500.
Yep.
$364,500.
Yep. So this is, again, a great unit that's downtown. If you want to take a look at it, just like the one before, comments, we'll have a link. You click on it, let us know. We'd be happy to show it to you.
Yep. So thank you very much.
Yeah.
I appreciate
Two
you.
great homes.
Yeah. Those
So-
were really good. So if you're watching us on Facebook, reach over and like. If you're watching us on YouTube, click the subscribe button, and we'll be right back. There are lots of ways to keep up with us. Visit and like our Facebook page to watch us live and get updates about future show topics. Also, visit our Instagram account where you can see the latest homes we have for sale. You can also check out our website at updikepugh.com where you can create customized searches of active and sold homes that you may find of interest. If you'd like to know how much your home is worth, visit homeprice.fyi and you can get a price instantly. Just enter your address and a couple of other pieces of information and we will email you a price. If you are on the go and podcasts are better for you, our second segments are available on iTunes and Spotify. Last of all, you can reach out to us by phone or text at 214-377-2223. And welcome back to the second segment of episode 95.
Yep.
And today we wanted to talk about why home ownership is so important.
And I think that this is one of those topics that we just assume everybody understands everything about it. And it's so important. I think that people for a long time were trying to crack the millennial buyer. And so this can be applied to the millennial buyer, but I think it's more importantly, we want to take a look at it from a 30,000 and just remind everyone of how important this home ownership is and how important it is to the actual infrastructure of the economy that we live in right now.
Right. And, you know, I think one of the, if you look back over the last periods of time when we've had recessions, and whether they were the big one like we had from, 2008 to 2012, or the minor short-term recessions that we had previous to that, you'll see that whatever has been applied to help with the economy from a government perspective usually focuses on housing. and it's through the adjustment of the short-term rate that the Fed borrows money with, or incentives for homeowners to step in and buy homes. Just there's always a lot of focus around it because there is so much financial impact on the economy.
And like you're saying, the government has just done such an amazing job over the last 12 years of incentivizing homeowners to become homeowners.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's a record, or there's a number out that says there's more homeowners in the last quarter because of these low interest rates.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that we have talked about, and we saw, or we pulled up some statistics from NAR talking
Mm-hmm.
about how much a single homeowner adds to the economy right now.
Yeah, right now that a single home purchase adds roughly $87,000 in impact to the economy overall. There's about $20,000 of that is generated based on activities within the real estate community, and that means realtors, title companies, inspectors, appraisers, insurance. It is, it's a very, very broad field that falls into. And then, people go on to spend more money after that.
Mm-hmm.
And, they're going to Home Depot and they're buying furniture and they're, doing all those other things that come along with buying a home.
And people don't realize it, but these are the consumer-driven elements. And it's also one of those things that you're thinking about, that these are elements that are going to stay with the house in many instances and create an extended value. So someone who goes out and buys new home construction and plants 3 trees in the yard, in 20 years, those trees add a tremendous value. I mean, we see it time and time again when someone is looking at making a decision between 2 equal houses and the landscaping has been done. So we're not talking about money that's just being spent as it would be for entertainment or something of that nature, but this is actual something that you're putting into it that will continue to grow with the equity of the home.
Literally.
Literally. Didn't even know it was going to be that way, but there you go.
And the number 2 point is the individual wealth creation that happens. People that are homeowners have 11 times more wealth than people who are non-homeowners.
That's interesting. And I feel like there's so many professionals out there that are always talking about, especially this last round of the economic turmoil that we had, when they were talking about, oh, my 401k, oh, my 401k. And people are always so quick to max out what their total investment can be in a 401k, yet they're still renting. And at the end of the day, you take and multiply, 2,500 times 12, and that becomes a lot of money. That's $30,000 a year that you're putting out there that could have been an investment. And so we talk about how people have that 401k, but also once they become homeowners, in the future, you've actually established a bank of some sort that you're actually able to access and use for different projects, whether it's a renovation or whether it's to use in additional property purchase.
Absolutely. It's and that kind of leads into number 3, which is, how investing in a piece of property kind of stabilizes the cost of your housing over the next period of ownership of owning at home. Yes, property taxes go up. Yes, insurance rates fluctuate. Yes, operating costs go up and down from time to time, but all of those factors are going to be fluctuating when you're renting, where your principal and interest, if you're on a fixed rate loan, is going to stay the same over the term of that ownership or over the term of that loan. And
these are just elements that we're trying to help people begin to let the seeds be planted so that they understand how important this all is.
Yeah. And really the last thing that I think comes into play is the homeowner pride that people begin to take in their neighborhoods. That really becomes more of a community as opposed to a transient type environment. And people literally put down roots.
Yep, and like an example of this would be like Hollywood Heights over in East Dallas. That's one of those neighborhoods. Bishop Art District is another one of the neighborhoods. And they've become destinations in and of themselves, because of their Halloween party, because of their Easter parade, because of the way that they'll shut streets down in order to let trick-or-treaters go through. These are elements that people really desire in their life, rather than have that transient, you don't know who your next door neighbor is.
Right.
So these are elements that begin to add to a very stable life that is better for you and better for everyone else that lives in that house.
Absolutely.
So, well, we hope you thought this was interesting. It was just something that we thought would be quick and easy to talk about, yet it's still very important to to homes and to the economy.
Absolutely. And if you have concerns about purchasing a home, give us a call and talk to us about it. We're happy to talk through it with you, help answer any questions that you might have. Not everybody is going to be a homeowner, and we know that. And so if it isn't something that fits for you, at least explore it with us and let's see if we can make you comfortable. And if we can't, we can't. But I think in most cases we do.
Yeah. And remember, we want to be your realtors for life.
Thank you.